What's up, guys? My name is Khan, and we're back today with more Railroads Online. And you can see it's snowing in Railroads Online. It's actually winter. The devs have gone ahead and created a winter update, which is actually kind of awesome. They've added some bug fixes and some small changes to some of the engines. But the biggest thing is they've obviously added snow, as well as they've added a bobber caboose. So we're going to buy one right away. If we go into locomotives, we can check. Look at this, bobber caboose. This looks amazing. Number, can I get, oh, it can have a number. Look at that. All right, well, I guess, I don't really know. Do cabooses have numbers? And then can I put a name on it? Oh, I can. Okay, so straight line, rail, co. Whoops, straight line. Oh, hold on, straight line. Does that fit? Oh, that looks perfect. And then I don't really know what number to give it. Just zero. I don't really want to give it a number. I think we're just gonna leave it. But anyway, $500. We're just gonna buy one right away. Perfect. So it's over there. We're gonna hook it up. We'll bring the entire Cook Mogul with this train around. Actually, we're gonna hook it up to logs. We're gonna run log cars from the log depot to the lumber mill because we do need to refill up the lumber mill. It is running low, and I want to check it out. Now, in terms of the actual update notes, there's a bunch of changes. Like I said, they actually changed both gear trains, so the Heisler and the Climax. They made some changes to the weight and the top speeds. They changed some stuff with the Eureka as well, and then obviously some bug fixes, smoothing, and stuff like that. The one thing that I thought was interesting is they added fine adjustment for brakes. So I don't exactly know, like this is a brake here. I don't know what the fine adjust, oh, okay. So it's, I guess it's just easier for me to do individual percentages rather than big clumps. So that's kind of cool. I'm assuming that's for all brakes. They also added the firebox element. So I was really excited about this. Before, I'm gonna do it with one log, but before we would always do this. We just toss a log in through the sort of everything. That doesn't actually work anymore. Now you actually have to go down to the firebox, open the firebox up, grab your fuel, and then you gotta toss it into the firebox itself. And you can see in the top left there, we've actually got a display on what our temperature is and how much fuel it's got remaining. So that's super awesome and really cool, but now you have to actually use the firebox, which I thought was such a great thing to have. And then, of course, they added the bobber caboose, they added all the wonderful snow, and one other big sort of content thing, which makes me want to redesign this, is they've added engine sheds. So if we actually go into facilities here, you can see we've got 4 different colors of engine shed. I don't actually, okay, let's put them down. Look at this thing. It's massive. It's got 2 lines built into it for, I'm assuming, storing engines. So actually, just to test it out, let's just demolish this piece of groundwork here. This isn't gonna be pretty by any means, but you know, just to test it out, let's put down a shed here. So that should be close enough, I think. And if I take this rail, I can stretch this. Oh, look at that, it makes a nice little slope, whatever, good enough. Can we, how do I open this? Open? Oh my God, look at this. This is so sick. I mean, it's, oh no, the snow stops. Oh no, it doesn't stop. But either way, this is still amazing. Oh my God. Yes, so, yeah, this whole turntable, it's gonna have to be redesigned. We're gonna need to put engine sheds around. Anyway, just for the sake of checking it out, let's check all the colors. So that's Alpine Blue, we got Aspen Gold, which is, it looks more like a, sort of like a beige wood color. That's still pretty cool. Barn Red, that, I guess, I don't know what I was expecting on that one. That kind of makes sense. All right, and then what is the final one? It is Prince Mineral Brown. Ooh, that's so cool. I think for me, personally, I kind of like the brown look. I think it looks sort of like, it fits like the mountain theme stuff. I can understand this one too. In the snow, it kind of disappears a little bit. But either way, we're gonna have to remake this whole thing and basically just line up a bunch of sheds all next to each other and have different lines coming off here. To be honest, I might actually remake it inside like that curve over here because we have a lot of empty space. But regardless, we're gonna do that at some point in time. Still really cool that these exist. I'm super happy now because they actually have 2 tracks built into them. They're perfectly straight. And it looks like they're probably big enough to store every single engine with their tenders. So this is gonna be awesome. But really, really cool stuff. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see if, you know, there's a reason to have them. Obviously, right now, they're just for show, but it'll be cool if we actually have to, you know, store them. I just realized I deleted all the sheds and basically didn't store it. It doesn't matter. We'll figure that out on another episode. It's not going away. We're going to have to do a whole episode of actually parking our trains and sheds. There'll be a lot of that later, but it looks really, really cool. For now, let's bring this train around, get the log carts attached to it, put this caboose on it, and then actually go do some logging runs. I also wanted to check, too. It says they added a cobblestone texture at the smelter to the cordwood unloading platform. So I don't really know what that is. I kind of want to just go down to the smelter before we actually get any logs, just to see what that's all actually about, because I feel like that might be something worth checking out. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea. For now, we're just going to swap this train over. We could, I could bring cordwood to... No, the smelter's probably full of cordwood, because I don't actually know. You know what? Let's just... Yeah, that's probably a good idea. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna drop this off. We're going to go get cordwood. We're going to bring cordwood to the smelter rather than doing a log run. We've done a ton of log runs before. We haven't done a... Worst case, I leave the cordwood cars full down at the smelter and we don't actually unload them. But I think we're probably going to have room at the smelter to unload cordwood still. So, gonna go do that. Let's bring this thing around. We're gonna do it with a Cook Mogul. It's 6 cars? 6 cordwood cars plus the Caboose. So that should be fine. We'll have to do some disconnecting and reconnecting. They also said they changed the linking, which I think is cool. So the linking is still the same, but when we have our links break and we have to re-rail trains, it remembers what links are on the back. And apparently now, if you re-rail a train, it'll delete all the links off of it, which I think is actually really convenient, because then, you just can have everything at a 0. You don't have to check them and be like, which side has the link, which ones are pinned, etc. It's nice that you just reset to 0 when you re-rail. I think that's what it is. But yeah, that'll be nice. All right, so we're actually gonna have to break. Wait, what? Hold on. Speaking of broken coupler re-railing, we lost some cars. How did that happen? They were okay. Well, so much for those. Hey guys, are you coming? I think it's still moving. How the heck did that break off? Alrighty. Well, let's test this theory now. These should have nothing on them, right? Didn't have anything on this one, and this one also didn't have anything. Oh, that's perfect. How did you break off like mid-drive, dude? I don't even know. That's fine. All right. Excellent. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm missing a car. Well, it's not down the track. So I guess that train's just 11 now. Alrighty, we're gonna have to buy a new... We got money, I'm not too worried. We can buy a new car. So I don't know what happened to that car. I could have sworn it came back with 12. It either got disconnected in the last video and I didn't notice. When there was a whole re-railing fiasco, I could have maybe lost it on the mountain there and just didn't count. But we're down to 11 cars, which is fine. I'll buy another one next time we do a trip. But yeah, only 11 cars. That's interesting. It's not on the track. Unless it's somewhere else. But we're going to go down to the smelter. We'll bring the cordwood. We should have the 6 cordwood cars. So we got to park this thing around there. Let's just get that done. Yeah, that was weird. I did notice one thing, which is sometimes if you like quit and save with cars really stretched apart, sometimes they'll come back together and not be coupled. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but let's get this thing parked. I love the winter in this game, by the way. I absolutely love it. It looks so good with all the foundations and stuff, and the snow and the little snow falling. I really hope the devs add more weather types throughout the game, because I really do like it. Looking at this interior section, I don't know if there'd actually be enough room to put a bunch of sheds here. Unless they're all, like, switched sheds, instead of actually doing it with, a round table. If we had a series of switch-offs to put them in them, maybe we could have them all in a line here, but maybe only 2 or 3 across. They're pretty big, which is awesome. They fit the whole engine, and I definitely want to cover all the engines with sheds, but yeah, I think we're probably going to have to, I don't know, we got to figure out what to do with this space. It's sort of dead space right now, so anyway, we're just going to pull in here. This is pretty easy. Just pull in, stop, unload everything, break them all up. We definitely lost a car. I have a feeling it's on the track somewhere. That would be my guess, is that we're gonna go down the track and find it. Or it'll be derailed somewhere. Either way, I mean, these cars are only like 300 bucks a piece. It's not the end of the world. I don't know what I'm going to actually put the Caboose on. I feel like it adds a lot of weight to trains. It's probably going to be really, really cool to have in multiplayer, I think will be the biggest thing. Because, you can have people hanging out in the Caboose while you're driving the train or whatever. But I honestly don't know what I'm going to use it for. Maybe the coal trains, because they're only 4 cars long. Pretty short. But once you get to like a longer train, any extra weight, I feel like it's just going to hurt you. But still a really cool car. Passenger trains, actually, if the devs get around to doing passenger trains, they'll all definitely have Cabooses, because why not? Okay, hooking up the cordwood, coasting in, should be good. Don't want to hit this too fast. Slow down just a little bit. I accidentally knock this all off the track. That would suck. Done. All right, turn off all the brakes on these guys. And we'll get these moving out, and then we're gonna have to hook up the caboose, which is gonna be a thing. We're actually gonna just let this thing drive on its own for a bit. We're gonna do a lot of manual driving today because there's gonna be a lot of switches to, you know, launch, and I don't wanna have to keep starting and stopping the engine back up. So let's have this thing manual drive. Let's see here. We need to go brake off, forward, where are you here? Reverser, full forward, thank you. And then give it a little bit of reg. So let's go 100% first to get going. There we go, excellent. Let's drop that down. 27, whatever, perfect. All right, we gotta let this clear the switch here, and then we gotta run over and get the switch to get it onto the main line, because it's gotta pull out of the freight depot onto the main line, and then we gotta back it up down the main line to get to that caboose there, which is gonna be a whole other thing. And we can actually throw a hitch on the back of this thing right now. Thank you, perfect. All right, it's gonna be a mission. And then we're gonna take all this cordwood down to the smelter. First of all, I wanna check out the smelter's cobblestone thing at the station platform, see how they changed that. Hopefully it didn't screw up my lines at all. And then, you know, actually unload cordwood, because we're gonna need it there anyway. It'll make us some money. We do need lumber at the lumber camp though, for sure. And then we need more lumber to the iron mine to get more iron products. And then we gotta, of course, connect to the coal mine. And I think the iron works. Honestly, I gotta check the map that, to see what products go where. I know there's like a player-made map that someone went and wrote down what buys and sells what, so I need to look at it to reference what the next thing to go to is. But I'm pretty sure it goes from iron mine to iron works, because iron works, I think, takes some iron products and some coal products. So I guess it's like iron mine, and then we need coal mine, and then iron work. I don't know. I think that's what it is, though. Also, that looks so good. Straight line railco, that's fantastic. All right, well, apparently the main line switch is already set, but this one's not. So we need this one going that way to get us onto the pickup line. To be honest, I think I might re-engineer this whole... Oh, no, you can't. That's right. I was thinking maybe we could have this come out earlier, but there's a bunch of track there we can't delete. So I might delete the round table there and put them on that side. Oh, hey, my train's coming. Cool. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. I got to change this now that we've got actual sheds that we can put the engines in, and, you know... It'll just be awesome to have these massive sheds. And then the next big thing would be like through sheds where you could drive in one end and come out the other. That would be awesome. Then you could park, like, you know, engines on track sections and have a bunch of those through sheds in a line or whatever. But either way, I'm still super excited with this update. I think it's awesome. The caboose is great. I haven't even checked it out yet, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be great. Definitely think the sheds are awesome. I wish that was out before I made my round table. But that's okay. Who doesn't like redesigning track? Can we just get... Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Perfect. I'm so excited to check out this caboose. I think we're going to drive this in manual, and we're just going to chill in the caboose the whole time to the logging camp. I mean, there's some switches we got to flick to get to the logging camp, but we're going to go to the logging camp first, get the cordwood, and then bring it down to the smelter. I don't have any issues, I think, with this engine doing it. I feel like the Cook Mogul will be fine. It climbed up from the smelter the other day, pushing Betsy with, like, a 12-car train, so we should be okay. But I want to check out this caboose. This is going to be awesome. Okay, hitch it up. Excellent. Can I just walk in? Oh, I can. There is a door. That's amazing. Oh my god, there's a fireplace in here? What? With little bit of firewood? What? What is that for? It's got brakes. Oh my god, and you can stand up here by the brakes? This is sick! This is so cool. I don't know what the fireplace... Is there actual, like... Oh, I mean, obviously it's to keep people warm in the caboose, but, like... That's so funny. I mean, I feel like this is just a fun piece. Like, it functions, but I don't think the caboose has... Yeah, I can't drive it. Oh my god, that's amazing. The brakes. Okay, hold on. So we can go start this train up. That's so funny that they put a little fireplace in the caboose. That's amazing. It's so good. That's such a nice little detail. Okay, here we go. Let's fill this guy up. It is, yeah, you're out. So much wood on the Cook Mogul. It's awesome. All right, perfect. 99%. Cool. We should be good to go down the main line. So let's just crank this up to, like, I don't know, 50. Oh, yeah, no, let's go forward. That would be cool. Not reverse. There we go. Let's go that way. So neat. Now it actually feels like you're riding, like, a train. It feels like you're riding a passenger train. You could make an entire train of caboose. This is awesome. This is so cool. You can see out the front. It's gonna make multiplayer so much better now. Whenever you're just running, like, you have your loaders, you know, just chilling in the Caboose, and it's like, all right, guys, load the train up. And then they all just jump out and run your switches and stuff. This is amazing. Looks so good. I think that fire is already out, though. That's so funny. Yeah. All right, let's just, you know, let's just put a lot of wood in here. Here we go. Oh. They're kind of momentum is a thing, you see. Perfect. This is so cool. This is the legit train experience I was looking for. Just chilling in a Caboose, being able to like look out the windows, see all the stuff. Look at this. What is this? Can I use this bench? No, it's just a bench. Okay. Oh, this is amazing. And this too. Oh yes, open the back door. Wait. Oh, that's the same brake. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's one brake for both. Oh, there's 3 brakes. And they all connect to the same one. Well, that's useful. This is cool, though. You could just, like... Oh, man. My favorite car. I really hope they add passenger trains soon. I mean, you know, that would be really cool to have destinations and stuff. But the fact that we've got a Caboose car now is amazing. And, I mean, I guess you're supposed to brake your train with the Caboose, right? Like, you're using the Caboose to slow you down on hills. I honestly don't know. I know they called them, like, a brakeman's car sometime, rather than just a Caboose or whatever, but I honestly have no idea what the function of it was. I realized I just got in, I didn't want to do that. But yeah, I don't really know how brakes on a train work, because what I found in this game, what happened to Betsy, for example, is we braked behind the engine, and the engine just snapped the links on the car. So I feel like if you brake too hard with the Caboose, you just snap the links on the car. Oh my god, the smokestack actually is putting smoke out. That's so funny. That's so great. I don't know why we need it, but we needed it. It's amazing. All right, so we're gonna have to go flick some switches up here. Relatively, you know, let's just, I think we can outrun this train, right? Can I? No, I cannot. Okay, you need to slow the heck down, bud. Yeah, we need to slow you down just a little bit. Let's just get in here. Let's bring the reg back. Apply a little bit of brake. There we go. Off the brake. All right. I'm stuck. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're not good. No, we're not good. You know what? We're gonna have to stop you. I'm sorry. That's the switch. We need to change all these switches. Yeah. Should be good now all the way to the logging camp, so we're just gonna full speed it. And then when we come back, we'll just have to flick this one switch here to get onto the other line. And then that line actually should be good to go all the way to the smelter. No, it'll go to the bottom of the hill, and then we'll have to flick the Y to go down to the smelter, because we were coming from the iron mine. But either way, a couple more switches, and then we'll be good to drop this stuff off, and then come all the way back. No sign of that flat car. I have a feeling it got derailed on the mountain, and I just never noticed, because it's not here. And if it was coasting down the track on its own somewhere, you'd figure it would have been here, or back there at least towards the sawmill. No idea. This train looks so much more legit now with the Caboose. I love it. It's been a long time since we've come to the logging camp. I mean, nothing's really changed at the logging camp. They're still just logging away, even though no one's come to pick up their loads for, like, ever. But we're here now. We probably should just stop right there. Perfect. Get some cordwood loaded. Oh, this is amazing. I love it. I love that Caboose. It looks so good. All right, just finishing the last loading of the cordwood. It's, what is this, 8 times 6, so 48 cordwood. So that's something, isn't it? I mean, I think. Should be all right. And then we're going to just kind of fuel this guy up, and we're gonna go ride in the Caboose again. So we do have to go downhill a little bit, but I think we'll be okay if we set this relatively low. So there we go. Let's fill the firebox up. Make sure we've got maximum fuel. We are gonna have to eventually stop it at the bottom of the hill, because we do have to flip the Y switch to go down to the smelter. But there we go. We'll put it at 30% reg. Brake to 0. Is that enough to get going? You need a little bit of a kind of a hit to get going. There we go. All right, let's go. Chug along there. Perfect. 30%. Pull forward. brake at 0. All right, let's go ride in the Caboose. So we really all want to see for sure. Worst case, we'll just pull the Caboose brakes, right? That'll slow it down. Oh, this looks great. Looks even better with a loaded train. That's so cool. It can see right over the load. You can see all the way up to the engine. That's fantastic. Hopefully I didn't miss a switch and we don't derail. I do have a save just in case we do, but I think we'll be fine. As long as it makes it down this first little hill from the logging camp. But it's only like 3% for a very short distance. And I mean, I don't think it's going to be enough to derail it. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. I don't know. Can I do this? Does this work? I just don't want to go too high on the brakes because obviously I don't want to snap a link. That's awesome. We can actually use this to control ourselves down the hill. Yeah, I feel like if we pull too hard, we're going to snap the links, but... Oh, it's definitely picking up speed now. Yeah, let's just 100% this thing. The other issue, too, is if we pull these cars off the track, but they're all loaded now, so they have weight to them. So it should be fine-ish. I don't think this brake is doing enough. I think the engine plus down. Oh god, that's so sketchy looking. Okay, this is it. The last corner, we're fine. We're fine, everything's fine. Alright, we're good, we're good. Woo! Yeah, I think once you go downhill, that it's a lot of weight. I don't know how much the Caboose could... Maybe if the engine was in neutral, it could do a lot more. That's still pretty cool, though. Alright, perfect. So now we can just keep riding this thing until we get all the way to the very bottom of the hill that goes to Smelter. I'm pretty sure that track should be set up. We'll have to run to the front and stop it at the engine so that it can actually brake. But we should be good. We'll actually run to the front when we get to the top of the hill. In the meantime, you know, we can just look outside and, you know, we can watch the trees go by. Up the mountains. Oh, the sawmill's over. It's coming up on this side? I can't tell. Oh my god, you can put a marker light in the top of the Caboose. That's so cool. I feel like you just gotta leave that as a white light, right? Isn't that like the point, to light up everything around it? I was wondering why there was no actual like light in that top little dome section. It's because you can pick which color it is. That's so cool. What's up, Pine Valley? How you doing? We're just passing through in my new Caboose. This thing is great. Honestly, like, this makes me not want to drive trains anymore. It makes me want to have someone just drive trains so I can just chill in the Caboose the whole time. Like, literally the coolest job. So cool. You actually get that, like... Oh, there... Wait, what? 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 Do you see that? You... Get up there. Get... What? It's here. It's here. How did it get all the way here? Oh, well, we're gonna push it. I need to get up there. Yeah, I need to... It's hard to get up on top of these cordwood cars. I need to get to the front of the train. I'm gonna delete it, honestly. I'm just gonna buy a new one. Because that's gonna be so easy. But it's here. How did it make it all the way here? Like, that's actually ridiculous. It must have broken off when we were driving through, or like there's no way it coasted all the way from the freight depot to here, because there's an uphill section from the freight depot to here. Like, it would have had to coast uphill. It must have broken off somewhere here and just been resting on the track. That's insane. We're gonna get rid of this, though. Yeah. We'll buy a new one. You know, the train's already back there. I'm not gonna try and hook it up and rearrange it, and I don't really want to push it back, so that's fine. We'll buy a new one. I can't believe that. It was here. It must have gotten detached when we were pulling in last time. Well, at least we don't have to look for it on the side of the mountain. It's just gone now, but... Wow, can't believe that. That's so far from the freight depot. Okay, the first switch is good to go, so we are going down, which is excellent. Still haven't gotten around to making that bridge yet. That'll happen soon enough. But we are going to go down here. So that's good. We'll have to stop at the bottom of this steel ramp bridge, though, because that's where we got to flick the Y over. Right now, the Y is taking us up the other iron mine route. I do want to run this iron mine route in the winter, though. I think it's going to look amazing. These wooden bridges definitely stick out a lot more. But here we go. Let's go a little bit brake. Bring up our compressor because we're going to consume a lot of brake here. Perfect. Nice and gradual and gentle. I'm never going to get over having a Caboose on the back of the train now. That's so awesome. That's actually amazing. Especially when we have passenger trains and stuff, or like anytime I'm playing with somebody else and there's 2 of us running one train, it's gonna be throw the caboose on the back, you know? Let them chill in the caboose and they can run switches and then hop in the caboose after the train passes. Like, it's just amazing. All right, this is the switches we gotta change. Not a big deal. We'll just slam on the old brakes, probably right about here. And go flick all these ones over. Apparently that's, you're good, right? You're like right on the line. You're good. Holy cow, that was so close. All right, cool. You only really need like the slightest little bit of power to get going on these. Then you can just coast the whole way and use some brakes. This is perfect. We're out of fire temp too. We'll fill up when we get down there. Not a big deal. Well, it's not really fire temp. We're out of fuel. See, this is the thing. Your water temp's 110. So as long as your fire temp stays like above 110, I think you're fine. And you can let it bleed down from 400. You don't have to refuel it right away. But once it gets down to like, you know, 100, you want to fuel it up again to make sure you're not dripping below that point. But I'm pretty sure that's like the thing. You don't need to always have fuel in it, because if your fire is just sitting at 400, it's not like really doing anything. It's just burning fuel for no reason to stay at 400. At least that's my thought anyway. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong with that, but that's why a lot of time I see people complaining like, oh, Con, you never have fuel in your thing. And it's like, yeah, sometimes I forget, but a lot of the time it's like, just let the temperature cool down before you fuel it back up again. Otherwise, you're just wasting the fuel. Apparently added a cobble. Oh, they added it. I think that's it in behind there. Oh, I think I see what they added. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what they added. All right, so we got to stop here anyway for a sec, because we got to unload the caboose. But yeah, check it out. So they added this cobblestone pad to show you where the cordwood goes. On the iron pile, you've got this, like, you know, iron pile, literally, to, like, show you where it's going to be. But I think what happened is people were building tracks, like, through here, and then probably getting their trains screwed up with the piles or whatever. So the devs were like, let's put a thing down, and then that way people know. This is good, actually. We only have 8 cordwood, so this is actually a well-needed trip. But I think that's what they added. I thought they were going to change this station platform when they said they added cobblestone, but I guess just that. Either way, let's get this unloaded and then head back up. So first thing we got to do is unhook the caboose. This is sort of a big process now with the caboose. So we got to unpin you, and then we got to take this forward and then back it in to this switch off, unload the back 3 cars, and then pull it forward, unload the 3 onto the line in front of the caboose. It's going to be a bit of a process here. Not too big a deal. All right, pass the switch, flick the switch, back in the train. Try not to go off the track here. That would be a very important thing not to do. So let's just go very slowly. And I think we can line up all 3 cars at once. I think the platform's big enough for that. Gotta be careful about it. Nice and slow. I really should build a bridge piece up in the background as a stopper for this thing. That's another thing I really hope they add, is just a train stopper piece that you can, like, link to a track and have it, you know, boom, done. Stops the train, like, puts a dead end thing on it, you know, for when you're doing shunt lanes or whatever. I think this is going to be close enough, right? I don't know. We're going. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Unload you. Unload. See, we could have gone back much further, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Unload all that. So that's 24 plus the, I don't know, 10 we had initially. That's good. Now we got to bring this forward again. Flick the switch over. Back the empties up onto the caboose. Attach them to the caboose. And then, you know, continue unloading these next 3 and then relink the whole train together. This is definitely a bit of a process. It's kind of cool. I don't know if there's other stations that have these kind of loading processes. Pretty much every station so far is just like, build a line next to the platform, unload or load at the platform. This is the only one where it's like, you only have a dead end to work with. Unless you, I guess, build like a really high bridge or something and just unload off a bridge. But in terms of like realism, you know, I think that's the intended way, which obviously is very, very different from any other setup we've got so far. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to flick this like this, right, for now. And I'm just going to try and do something probably really stupid, but we're just going to unhitch that and just kind of push it backwards and let it just kind of fly into the caboose. I think it'll be fine. The caboose brakes are full set, so shouldn't be a big deal. So we'll just push it back. and then we should be able to stop the train before the switch, but those cars will have momentum to just keep going, right? So we can just do this and stop there. And there go the cars. Excellent. Yeah, you guys keep going. We'll just wait until they're off the switch completely. Perfect. And we'll flick this. And now we can back this back in. If they did that in real life, I feel like there'd be some safety concerns. But then, you know, there are such things as gravity tracks where it's just like letting stuff go with brakes. So I don't know. It seems really sketchy. All right, perfect. That's actually great because we needed some cordwood. Now we got 50. We could actually do a whole other train of this. No, we couldn't. Now we'd fill it up. 56. Okay, so we are actually set. So that's wonderful. We're good to go for the next set. I think maybe one of the things the devs might have intended for this is you to just bring like 3 cordwood cars or, you know, 4 of them maybe on the back of your train and just dump them off every time you come with iron. But I like doing single load purpose-built trains. I mean, obviously you can do multi-load like trains with 2 different things. Going to the iron mine, there's 2 different products on it, but they both go to the same spot, you know? And I guess you could do that here. You could load up cordwood and then go load up some raw iron and then bring it all together at once. And that would be sort of the thing. But then you're dragging cordwood all the way up to the iron mine for no reason, you know, which just is extra weight. You gotta lug up that hill. Or you gotta bring the iron, raw iron, back to the logging camp to pick up your cordwood. So I feel like it makes more sense to do them separately. Excellent. All right, so we're gonna turn the brakes off the Caboose now. We're gonna set this switch and we're gonna go full reg. We should be able to make it all the way back at full reg, full throttle. And I'll just chill in the Caboose again. I'm really digging the Caboose for this kind of thing, to be honest. The only thing is when we get to the sawmill, we're gonna have to flick the switch left to go back to the freight depot, but that's not too big a deal. All right, fill that up, 85%, 99, perfect. Okay, full reverser, 100%. Yeah, brakes off, full reg. Because we are climbing, it does climb the whole way back, so shouldn't have any risk of derailing, to be honest. Yeah, let's get back in our super warm toasty Caboose. We gotta put our firewood in. We're almost out of firewood. I honestly should leave firewood in here as like the absolute backup emergency supply. It's like, oh no, my engine's completely out of firewood. You got that one little stack of like 10 in your Caboose and you're good to go. This is pretty cool though. This is honestly my favorite view now of just chilling in this Caboose. It feels like you're warm and toasty with all the winter outside. It's great. I love it. And here we go, up the climb. It should be fine. I mean, you know, it handled more aggressive stuff than this the other day. I guess it depends on how heavy this Caboose is. I feel like the Caboose is probably lighter than a standard car, right? You know, it's got more stuff to it, but it's just a wood frame, and it is very, very narrow. It's short. Oh, bogging a little bit. Nah, not enough. We'll be good. This is the kind of stuff I think the Cook Mogul is good for. You got lots of fuel, you got lots of water, you know, it's only a 3% grade, so you can do smelter runs with this. I don't know how it would handle, like, big trains of metal, but at least for doing the cordwood stuff and probably the raw coal, I think this is probably the engine to go with. And then, you know, use, like, the Class 70 maybe for metal, although you could use just a gear train and call it a day. This is actually the coolest thing ever. It really lets you appreciate, like, the rails and the layout of the rails. It gives you that experience, like, you're really, you know, you're there, you're riding the track. More so than when you're just standing in the engine, which is still pretty cool, but, you know, this is amazing. All right, we're gonna come up front here, because we are gonna have to get to a spot where, we gotta switch it over. How are we doing for fuel? 60%. Perfect. I love that they added that display too. You can actually tell without just having to guess based on how smoldery it is. So that's nice. Especially if you're doing full manual driving. Alright. I think if I bring this to 50, and then we cut across, we can probably hit the switches before it gets to us, because it's got to go around to the right. I mean, worst case scenario, it's going to go back to the logging camp rather than to the freight depot. But I think we can run across here and hit those switches first. I hope. I honestly don't know. Oh, now I don't hear it. It's so quiet. Perfect. So we got to flick this one. And then we got to flick this one right over here. Oh, look at that. Train's coming right now. Perfect timing. What's up? Welcome back. Mind if I catch a ride? Thanks. Alright, we're just gonna stop the train here, set this switch, and then pull it into the line. This is amazing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Back at the freight depot, wonderful update, like I said. I really appreciate it. And of course, the devs are constantly making bug fix updates. I don't really go through any of the bug fix updates. They just sort of happen all the time. But whenever there's like a major content thing, or for example, you know, if you're gonna come in and the next video is gonna be snowing, then I figured I should probably talk about it. But really cool stuff. I encourage you guys, if you do have the game, check out their update notes. It is on the Steam page for the game. You can check out all the changes there. It's really good stuff, but a lot of good things coming, and I'm just really excited to have a Caboose. You know, I think that's so great. Now we just need some passenger trains, and then we're good to go. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure, of course, you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.